Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Brian Oliver, and this is Travel Talk. Now, usually I have a topic or something I want to talk about, but today, for the third episode, I figure it's time for y'all to get to know who I am. Now, a lot of y'all remember me from some of the other videos I did under the name Strike Falcon X. This is the first episode I'm actually trying to keep up with. I kept up with some of the other ones, but not as well as I am this one. Now, on Facebook, I got people to ask questions about me, what I like about the tribe, stuff like that. And I got a few of them that I'm going to answer today. But before I answer them, I want to tell you some stuff about me that they didn't ask. First of all, when did I started watching the tribe? I started watching back in 2004. I do believe it was a week or two before I was getting ready to start college. It was on Uncle Ram, and when I watched it, I was afraid to after I realized what it was about. But after a while, I just started watching it, and I got interested in it, got into the characters, and since then, I've been a diehard fan. I tried to figure out what happened in the beginning. I did my research. I learned more about some of the other characters that came. Because at the time, the only season Uncle Ram was playing was Series 5. And I saw that twice over. So it was pretty cool. The second question, the second I'm going to tell you about is what is my favorite character, female wise? Well, let these two pictures answer your question. Yep, both of them are of Antonia Peebles, who plays Trudy. This one right here is from Series 5. This one is from Series 2. Antonia Peebles' character Trudy was one of the first characters I saw. And both the pictures I have were autographed. And I, as I put in plenty of my other travel talk videos, I do hope to meet and talk to Antonia Peebles. I even wrote a poem about her. So I'm hoping that one day I get a chance to talk to her, whether I meet her face to face and get a chance to talk to her that way, or whether I get the chance to talk to her over the phone. Maybe that would happen. Now, let's get to some of these questions that some of the other people asked. As you see, I have a notebook with me, and I even have a poem that I wrote about the tribe, so I may read that to you. But let's see, here we go. The first couple of questions were asked by Sarah Sarr. Question 1, what is my favorite male character? Well, technically I have two. I like Bray because he was the leader type, he was strong, and for a moment he was mysterious. But personally, I feel like I personally I also like Ryan because I'm more like him, and that's in a sense that sometimes though when I care for somebody, I really care for them. It's not like, oh, I care for you and then after a while I just stop caring. No, whether you once you're my friend or once you're close to me, unless you do me wrong, I care about you. And you have to really do something to me to make me mad. If once you make me mad, I once you make me mad, then even then I care about you. I can forgive you easily. So I'm more like Ryan. She also asked if there's one thing I could change and only one, what would it be? That would be Zandra's death. I would not have had Zandra get killed in the series one finale. I would have loved to see her continue on into series 2, 3, or 4, even series 5. I would have loved to see the things change between her and Lex and her having a baby, and whether she didn't have the baby or not, I would have still loved to see her character because I did like how she brought the brightness to the soul, And in series one, she always was trying to decorate the room and herself with bright colors, and I love that about her. Now, Liza asked, and I forgot to write down the last name, my favorite tribal song. Ooh, that's kind of hard because I like Tribe Spirit. I did the dance to Abba Messiah. I also like This Is the Place, The Dreamer Stay Alive, both versions. And I also like You Belong to Me, and I'm starting to like Abadeo and Banging a Drum. But if I had to choose between them, I have to say Tribe Spirit because that was the first Indian theme I heard. I love the song a lot. I listened to it a whole lot. And Ave Messiah comes in second. Sam asked, if I remember her name is Samantha, I forgot her last name. She asked, what are some storylines I would have changed and what my favorite season? Favorite season is the first season I watched, Series 5, which happened to be the last season. It was the first season I watched. It was what got me started on the tribe. I love the tribe, and so I watched it out of order, but Series 5 is what I started watching, and I love it. Storylines I would change, similar to me wanting to bring back Zandra back, I think I would bring back another character. Maybe I would not have let Fry get killed in Series 5, and maybe I would not have changed the fact that I think I wouldn't have changed the fact that Chloe would not have gotten deleted. I would have loved to see her and Ved together. I know things happen between the actor and actresses that played them, but I would have loved to see Chloe and Ved stay together and maybe Ved become a mall rat and help take down Ram after realizing that Ram really was loopy in a sense. Something else I'm gonna tell you, my favorite villain. Now I will get fussed at for this because some people will say, "Oh, Top Hat was good. Oh, Zoot was good." Honestly, I gotta say the Technos. I'm sorry. I thought the Technos were just bad, but good. I mean, they gave the city power. They gave them water. They gave them entertainment, which yeah, they got addicted to. But at the same time, they got the people to work for them by giving them stuff. And I mean, that's a genius way to run a city. It's like you give them something, they'll do stuff for you. And I like how Ram thought about that. So Techno's all-time favorite villain. My favorite little kid character. What I mean by is somebody who is not a teenager, so it'll have to be between like somebody like I would say Mouse or stuff like that. Somebody a little kid. And I would have to say it's kind of I'll have to say Mouse. Forget that Mouse. I thought Mouse was great. She had that curiosity. She was just such a cool character as a little kid, and she was concerned with Sammy, and I thought that was so good because like Sammy's like the older brother, but at the same time, Mouse is trying to tell the older brother what to do, and all the fun they had, even though they almost set fire to the mall once. But that was electricity. They were curious about it, and I thought that was cool. I thought it was just awesome. Now, I promised that I would reveal a secret about myself. And only, to this not to my knowledge, only 3 people know about this, and you have to excuse me. Let me move back some. I have did a web show, this one and a couple others. But what some people on the Tribe fan page don't know is I'm awesome. And this book is a book that I wrote back in 2008. It's called Starlight Memories, a collection of golden songs. And this is a real book. I got it published. I wrote all the poems in here. and I am currently taking a break from it, but I am working on a second book, and I will reveal the name of that soon. But I want to say a poem that I wrote about the tribe to you, and then we'll go from there. This is a poem I wrote during my break at work, so I hope you like it. What has happened? Well, where are all the adults? The adults have died by a virus of their creation. It is just us now, only kids and teenagers. How will we survive? What can we do? By depending on each other, we can make the world our own. But what about the ones that want power and chaos? How will we protect ourselves? We will form tribes so we are never alone. For as long as we have hope, and as long as we sow our tribe spirit, we will survive. And before I forget, let me remind you that we must always keep the dream alive. I wrote that. It's about the tribe. It's one of the poems that I do like. And I've written a poem about Antonio Prevost, which I am not going to read to you because I want to wait and maybe I'll be able to read to Antonio Prevost one day. But I'm going to end at that. Now, I will say these are some good questions. And there is one question I didn't answer. And I'm going to answer that right now. Out of all the pets that have been seen on the tribe, Cloudy, Bob, Porky, what is my favorite animal that the Mormons have had? And I forgot Clarabelle. Well, I gotta say, Bob the dog was my favorite. I'm sorry, those who like Cloudy, those who like Porky or Clarabelle, y'all have y'all reasons. I respect y'all reasons, but personally, Bob the dog was cool because he protected the mall rats and he was just such a cool dog. Reminds me of my little house dog, Little Mike. He was ready to do. He barks and let you know when somebody's here. But even if you let somebody in the house, he want to make sure, okay, you ain't hurting him or her. And a little story I'm gonna tell you. I remember when little Mike, and I was sick. My mom was trying to give me some medicine. Mike was laying on my stomach. When mom was about to give him a medicine, he hopped down, stared at mom the whole time while he was giving me my mom was giving me the medicine, then hopped down. Just to make sure I was okay. Hopped right back on my stomach and make sure I was okay. Well, that's gonna end it. If y'all have any more questions to ask, go ahead and leave a comment below. And of course, there's no tribe fan of the week because in the last video, all my friends are the week. As for my favorite, the tribe fan, the tribe character and cast member spotlight, I'ma do them real quick. Cast member is Ari Borland, and we all know who Ari Borland is. He played Flynn on Power Rangers RPM, Ranger Operator Series Blue, and I thought he was so cool. And the character, well, I'm gonna set it up, and since I did a guy before, I'm gonna do Amber, and Amber because she was just a big deal. But I gotta go. Peace, love, terrified, keep them alive. Hey, before I forget, I want to wish a special friend of mine, Trina Dennis, I hope you get well. From me, Brian Oliver, to you. I'm hoping that everything goes well with you. I know you've been sick and been in the hospital. And I just want to say it out loud. I hope you are feeling well. I hope you get better soon. I know it's not good to be in the hospital, and I'm wishing you good luck. So just remember that you have your tribal brothers and sisters looking out for you and hoping that you get better. And please don't forget that we still got your back and we still are here to support you. Remember, keep Dream alive, and all of us will be praying for you. Love ya. Peace.